All right, so let's move into valuations. Before we go there, obviously we've got Tongaat then edging ahead with their property portfolio.
Extra sort of zest in the whole.
If that's a good thing, I'm still undecided
although
as
it
to
adds
whether
a
it's a
kind
good
of
thing.
cyclicality, which is a little bit difficult to manage, and there are also land claim issues and all sorts of other dramas with regard to property.
You say it's a good thing, but you now talk about the negative.
Well, look, I'm saying it's a good thing when it's good. When it's, it's like what's that Goldilocks girl in the fairy tale. When she was good, she was very, very good. When she was bad, she was horrid.
No, that was Mae West, wasn't it?
All right, gentlemen, let's come back to the issue at hand. Move on to valuation. Again, I don't want you to give away, in this discussion, I've got to warn you again and again, I don't want you to give away which one we're going to put forward as the trade of the day. So let's talk about valuation. Let's look at these graphs, starting with what we've got. Chris, I'm going to ask you to step aside on the Tongaat-Hulett element. This looks relatively robust, a little bit of downside that we've seen at this point.
Yeah, it's sort of perked up about a year or so ago, but it's sort of drifted sideways as well in the context of a generally rising market because I think of the Zimbabwean overhang. So we've been seeing reasonably good results, but the share price has been flatlining at around this 130, 140 rands a share level because of that uncertainty.
But it's not priced in.
Yeah, I guess so. But the point is, how long is it going to take before that gets resolved? So there's a valuation overhang here for sure.
Chris, your thoughts on the valuation?
Yeah, it's done well, but at these levels, I don't think Tongaat's expensive. I mean, we're talking a P of less than 14 here. So it's done well. It's been a nice rise. I think it's been a very, very solid performer, and I think more of the same. But as Paul says, we've got that indigenization thing. Is that fully included in the price? Because Zimbabwe is now a major contributor to the earnings.
So you don't feel it's fully included in this price?
Not yet, no.
Right, let's look at Illovo and what we see on this share price action. Well, it
definitely
speaks for
having
itself,
a happy
doesn't it?
year. Yes, look, and the reason is because the earnings repeat there. The trading update from a couple of weeks ago. It's got a March year end, so people are starting to wonder what those details will be. But it's moved higher. Round about this 2010, 2011 issue was when they were battling with the Mali write-off and all of those kinds of negativities. Bad weather conditions here in South Africa, questioning the crop. So a whole lot of things now have conspired to make it look a little bit better. So it does have some momentum. It is moving higher.
Some momentum. I'd say that's a huge amount of momentum. Or
Yeah, it's
am I overstating it, Chris?
It's moved from 30 to 40.
Not really, Bronwyn. If you go back a lot further, you'll see that the long-term price movement is very much intact. I mean, this really was the darling of the sector until, as Paul says, a year or two ago we had the drought conditions. So, I think all it's doing is getting back to where it was not so long ago.